Hello, people. How are you guys? I hope everybody is having a wonderful week, wonderful day, and just in a great atmosphere. My name is Jasmine, and I am your host for artrails. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty of what's artrails and how did I come up with this idea, let me tell you a little something about me. My name is Jasmine. As you can tell, I go to, the illustrious North Carolina A&T State University. I am a upcoming senior for the journalism and mass communication department. Yes, I'm a Cosby kid. I know you don't meet them often, but I'm so proud to be here with you guys. Art Rails is kind of the idea to just explain and explore the concept of being a creative, most importantly, a Black creative in this industry, and just overall setting the tone for what it means to be creative, how to work around certain stuff, and just the emotions that I've had so far in this journey to, kind of shine a light to everybody else that it's okay to venture out into something that not everybody could be doing or everybody else could be doing. It all matters as to you getting yourself out there and just doing it, because you never really know the potential that we have and the potential that God can create for us until we actually put forth the effort, put in that foot, and just go full throttle on it. And I love that. So let's get back into me. I have been a creative, honestly, since birth. I remember back to the days where my mom, she would buy me all of these art kits, and I still have them to this day. I have so much of paint or just sculptures that I've made. So initially that was my beginning. Art, general art. I did drawings a lot from middle school to high school, and then college is kind of where everything kind of shifted. I remember the COVID came and it was like stuck in a room for so long that it didn't really help my creativity. It didn't really help the thoughts of what I wanted to do in life. It didn't help anything as far as what my brain thought I could do. So with that, it took me a minute to actually get out there again and just try something new and different mediums that I haven't really seen before. I remember freshman year, first coming into A&T, I was a science major. A science major is wild. But then I remember I had this spark of writing and doing something of that nature, or just dabbling in the idea of creating my own business. And I ventured that. I tried that. I changed my major spring semester, and I was so glad I did, because it didn't feel like I was stuck anymore. That's how it initially felt, being in a science major. I was stuck. But then when I kind of incorporated this idea of writing and this idea of doing something as far as media, I didn't really know how much I could get into it until now, looking at everything that I've done, to really think about I'm doing it. And I really love that about college, because if I was just stuck at home, or if I tried a regular trade job, because I went to high school for mechanics, being an auto mechanic, but I'm here now in a creative realm, and it's very, very satisfying. It's very, very intriguing just to know all the depths that people go through in art. Now, before you think, oh yeah, scientists aren't artists, or people who just aren't actually doing art aren't artists, they are. Art is in everything. There was this amazing quote that I always saw on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And it always said, art without earth is which is so real. If you think about so many people like Andy Warhol, or Basquiat, or Keith Haring, Pablo Picasso, If you think about Leonardo, like it's so many people out there that's just an artist, and we don't really see the depths of what they do. Even I feel as though even my friends who like are in science or want to do that realm of medicine, it's still an art, because you're creating something that helps another person, but it just helps them in a different way. Our work, it might be plastered on a billboard or a magazine or like anywhere. It could be blasted anywhere, but yours is on a countertop, helping somebody like not get sick anymore, or just a medication, so then these mosquito bites that keep on getting me won't get me again. So nothing in this world is not art. Everything is art. Even those people who plant plants, it's an art, because it all has a strategic operation to it, but it's very, very beautiful to other people. And after a while being a Black creative, I think that's the most important thing. You can't limit yourself as to what art can be defined as, because it's very subjective. If you really think about it, everything that we do as artists is good to one person, but it could be horrible to another. And that's okay. That's actually wonderful. But I'm touching the person that needs to be touched. I'm healing the person that needs to be healed. I'm working with the person that needs to be worked with. You know? And I really love that. I want to say that this year so far, as far as like my criticism and getting myself out there and doing a lot of things, it challenged me. I'm gonna be honest. When I started to do a lot more stuff this year in January, after this semester, my junior year, spring semester, I was tired. I was so tired. I came home for like 3 weeks just to sleep, because I wanted to try everything, and I'm glad I did, but I was just always working. I didn't feel as though I had a break, but I have one now, and that's refreshing. I started to get into more film and everything like that. If you know me, and a lot of you that are listening know me, I was a journalist for like a year and a half, but it didn't fit me. And I'm gonna be honest, it didn't really fit as the needs that I wanted to do. It fit in the grasp of like how I wanted my business to be, and how I wanted to write as a writer. And it fit me because it helped me form the ability of writing into now getting into screenwriting and more of a dynamic and creative writing to be where I am today. That's what I love the most. So then with that, I started to work in film. I still had my photography going on. I still had my business going on. I didn't take a break from anything, though. I didn't take a break from anything. Even when I was working in film, even when I was doing a lot of editing and post-production nights, I would come home at like 5 a.m. But then I would wake up at 9 to go to class. I would wake up at 9 to, get some stuff done for my business. I would wake up at 9 for a photo shoot. All of that I would do. And I'm happy. I was happy. I was always busy. But then always busy could be a downfall, because then you get drained. And it was. But working now in film, I realized where I really want to be in life. I realized where I see myself after college. Because it's getting real, y'all. I'm a senior now. I'm a senior. So I only have like a year left. And then I'm an adult. This is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm blessed for the path that God gave me into how everything unraveled. But I also want to just I want to make this podcast to encourage people to understand that creativity is no depths to it. It's no definition. There's no minefield of how you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do. No, forget that. Absolutely forget that. Because do everything, try everything, be everything that you want to be. Because when that time comes and you're done and you're unraveled, you're going to thank yourself for actually trying it. Because then you're going to see yourself in those years later and saying, I know where I need to be. And I know why I need to be there. It's a blessing. But a lot of people really don't see, like, I don't know, creativity, art and being an artist has become more popular in demand right now recently than anything that I've ever seen. And like, I saw somebody that had like that was in architecture for some school in Georgia. Watching the TikTok and I'm like, oh my Lord, this is amazing. This is beautiful. This is art you're making too. Like, oh, the world we live in is a blessing. So don't take that for granted. Absolutely a blessing. But thank you guys for tuning in to my first segment. This was really, really amazing and very relieving as to just talk, be here. Before I end it off, I'm going to give you guys a song of the day. I'm going to do this every day. Well, every time that, we talk, the podcast and stuff. But the song of today is Bob Marley and the Wailers, Exodus. Listen to it, think about it, and then when we come back, we're going to unravel. But that's all from me. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll see you soon. Peace.